Hello, YouTube friends. I am here to tell you my story, to it serve as testimony and you be prevented before evil in pure state that exists in the heart of many men. Without more preambles, this is my story. At the beginning of the year 2006, contacted me a man called Dr. Richmond Khan through my email, proposing me what seemed to be the business of the century. There was a big amount of money dropped into a bank of Burkina Faso, African Development Bank, at the north of Africa, and which amount arose USA $20 million. The reason that the money was dropped, as this man said, was because his owner died in plane crash and there were no legal heirs to claim such money. The way if I claimed it by legal way, posing as the only legal heir, the bank was bound to transfer the money to me once they've done the pertinent testings. I, of course, immediately got interested in the case, so the story I was hearing from this man had sense, and it seemed to have good looking. The first was to contact with the bank to claim the money. Thereupon I filled an application form like this one. In it they asked for my data and the rigor questions to check that in fact I was relative of the deceased. The next the bank management asked me for was to pay the transfer cost of the fund that arose to $1,500 and had to be paid by me. I remember they insisted me to do it before 1 month, otherwise my delay would earn interest. I asked them why they didn't discount it directly from the fund, and their answer was, it's not possible because they couldn't touch that money due to the huge amount and due to the kind of account the money was deposited in. As they said, fixed deposit account. This seemed strange for me, but even so I decided to go ahead. I paid the money and I started to excite, waiting I would receive soon the 20 million. But just here the problems began. They tell me they received the payment with a 2 weeks delay, and this generated a penalty for delay, and now I had to pay to be able to release the fund nothing more and nothing less than 6,000 euros. From here they started to ask the payment in euros, cause I live in Europe. I got very angry hearing this, but trying about 20 millions where I would receive, the effort seemed justified to me. I put to work to get a loan, was running the year 2006 and the banks were granting loans very easily, so it was not difficult for me to get a loan of these 6,000 euros. I sent the money with the hope this time I would see the light, but for my surprise they tell me more of the same, that by my delay in making the payment I had to pay other 6,000 euros. At the moment I heard this, my rage exploded in a big way. All this my informant, Mr. Richmond, told me this was a strategy of the bank manager, Mohammed Jefferson, to impede the transfer, because he was interested to won the 20 millions. As his country's law said that if 6 years passed and the money still was not transferred, the bank management had all the right to distribute the 20 million, and of course my informant, Mr. Richmond Khan, couldn't invest money because according to him the bank could suspend and catch us, spoiling the transaction. For this motive he had to keep the incognito and not to reveal his identity. So that from here, this became a species of battle in what Mr. Richmond and me were fighting against a corrupt management of a bank trying to get the impossible, to transfer 20 millions. I decided to hire an attorney from that country that casually was recommended to me by the manager of the bank and put the issue in the justice hands. It was the year 2007 when the judgment was held and the judge had sentenced. The bank would transfer the fund to me without further delay, and I only was to pay the cipher of 36,000 euros. Trying with the judge's decision and considering the bank couldn't delay the transfer anymore, as court decisions must be taken seriously, I decided then remortgaging my house and send the money. Boom! Another boom. When I think at the end I will receive the fund with the 20 millions, I hear that the Afrika's bank sent the money through a financial agency of Holland, and due to this I had to pay another huge amount of money. No intention to extend the story, I will tell you that I was cheated with 58,000 euros, I lost my home, and now, due to the crisis, I see myself unemployed and full of debts. By today, I know the 20 million never existed, I know that the supposed judgment against the bank never took place, I know that my supposed attorney was cahoots with my informant, Dr. Richmond Cohn, and with the false bank manager. By today, I know these are mafias who operate at international level. By my side, I can say they contacted me from Holland and from Italy, beside the said country. I know this may seem a Hollywood script, but I can assure you this is the sad reality. What more hurts me is that my family and friends warned me this was a scam, but I didn't want to believe it and continue. I want to warn you, beside the scammers, there is someone that plays a very negative role against us, and he is our ego. Be very careful when someone proposes you some kind of deal through the internet, so as I fall down, anyone can. Here I let you the false certificates they sent me, making me believe the transfer was on the point of complete. I let you to the emails that contacted me. For security reasons, I decided to hide my face, and for that I appeared like this in this video.